Good morning to those who are here. I am dedicating my mornings because this is how I used to do it to my regular exercise that I have been lagging in. So this is this is how it goes. If anybody is eventually interested, just leave a message. I won't be able to see what's on the screen. I am literally just focusing on getting my morning training in. So if you're seeing me now, oh, let me just switch this over. Let's reverse that. Okay. Yeah. We are just getting my exercise in. Got to do this. I'm going to try to keep this regular. If people are, if everybody needs to get equipment, I'll eventually talk about that. I've collected this over time. There is a gym downstairs, but if I am at the gym, I can't go live. It gets complicated. I don't want people like getting mad at me, like, why are you filming? So we have a very weird and interesting complex. They don't particularly like me because I like to do lots of different things, and they really just say they just have issues. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll keep life simple. Welcome in. I am doing my morning training. Hopefully, this becomes a consistent thing for me, and I can lose what I've put on because it's very upsetting that I can't seem to get it right. I used to before, but now if anybody's trying to I can't see from here, but I am here. You guys are if I see anybody, I wonder how I can just have people join me if anybody's interested. I think people are able to join me if you want to get some fitness in. This is a good time to just join me, I guess. I'm a morning person. I cannot do exercise midday. I have to do it in the morning or else I just can't. I just don't function. I don't function at all. So I'm trying to get back into my regular routine, which is a morning training routine. And if I have to do like live stuff, I'm going to find a solution to get it done in two kind of separate manners, separate ways. I feel like my leg's a little tight from yesterday, so let's see how much I can do without putting my leg in a compromising situation. My right leg is fine. It feels healthy and normal. My left leg is not fine. So it was compromised basically. And due to having it compromised, I have to be very careful. So this is called a stepper. I don't know what it's called. What is it? My Cloud Fitness. I think that's what the stepper is called. What's nice about this is you could do push-ups on it. There's a key that actually adjusts this. I use it for a stepper mainly. I can do push-ups on the ground if I need to. The last time I tried push-ups, which was normal for me to do, I think I strained my leg because I hadn't done it in a while. Okay. I'm getting on here. Let me know if anybody's interested too. So I'm technically on two different spaces at once on the internet, which is cool. I get it done. Right. Let me know if you want me to pull it out so you guys can see what's happening here. Just getting my morning routine done. I find that this is the best way to do it. Hold on a second. Let me just give me 2 seconds to. Don't mean to stop. I just want to see if I can. Sorry. Two seconds. Sorry, folks. At least it's holding. That's important. In most cases, this would have fallen like now. This would fall. So let's, I think that's okay. And then lift it up a bit, sorry. I guess we can work with that, right? I'm sorry if it's moving. Okay. Yeah, you can see me now, I think. Uh-huh. Friday is one of those days, but me, I don't have any kids to take to school, so I have no excuses to not exercise in the morning, right? That's my motive, is that I have to do this. Okay. Oops, the wrong ones. There are two different sets that I have. You can adjust these. It actually comes with one. I had two. I have to be careful, but the one section, I overused it, and then I sort of messed up the metal. So this is the reconstruction. Let me see, of one of them. Welcome in. Got to do my exercise. Welcome in. I train from home. I'm focused on training, not really speaking much. But feel free, if you're interested, to join me to get some exercise in as well. This is just a moment to reflect, right? I got to get off the couch, so I'm getting off the couch. This is my plan. Welcome, and I'm sorry, I can't really see what's being written down. Apologies, but I'll look at the messages when I'm done. Yeah, it's very hard for me to see the messages. I'm at a distance. It's only me here, so I'm sort of doing everything myself. So in order for me to build up momentum, I found that going live, which is very weird, actually keeps it going for me. Then I stopped going live for a bit, and that's when everything kind of fell apart. So I'm like, okay, this is part of my process, if that makes any sense. Kind of keeps me on a time schedule, you know? So yeah. I would generally do 30 minutes on here, but I might have pushed it before making it not good. So we're going to do about, maybe 15, maybe 20 if I can. Get the card. This is the cardio part. Thank you. This is the cardio part that I need to do. I need to get this done. If I don't do it, it never does happen. I've established that is a thing. And during the summertime and spring, I would generally go for a walk outside, but I wouldn't film it. It's not, I don't think people need to know where I am. That's a little weird. So the indoor stuff I can film, the outdoor stuff I do not film. But fresh air is better than just sitting in a gym. That's my personal. And we have a gym downstairs, but it felt a little weird filming there. And then people are like, what are you doing? Are you filming me? So this is my solution. Filming from home. What I can do. Keep control of what you can. If you can't control it, yeah, leave it alone. You can go lower. I just don't do it because my leg is too. It's not sturdy. I don't. I have an implants in my leg. I have to be very careful. Okay, better than yesterday. I think I just did 15 yesterday on here. So we're going to see if I can push it a little bit more. We're supposed to get a lot of snow in this area, so this is the solution. If you can't go anywhere, get some equipment from home or for home. And I don't know, this is my kitchen over here, so I'm using my kitchen and my cat tree as part of my equipment. It's all about staying consistent, which I have not been doing. So we shall see. I have to get this right now. I'm sorry if you're leaving messages on the right. I cannot see anything. My apologies. And I'm just getting back into it. It's like I've had off and on moments. So I'm trying to keep a consistency going live. Hopefully the live, because it was working before. If you go back to my older videos, maybe about a year ago, you can technically see me training at a gym and stuff, but then I injured myself again and it went south. So the consistency went right out the window, meaning I'm literally having to get back up there. Mm-hmm. And I think no matter who you are, exercise is a very important part of life. Doesn't matter if you're fit or like me getting back into shape. It's just a healthy thing to do. I know I can't function without it. I've tried it. It's just like no. The rest of my day is just not good. So I need to get that serotonin going. Uh-huh. Okay, better. Okay, I'm going to switch over just now to the cables for training. One moment. So that's done. And I film it because my husband's like a semi-athlete, so I don't want to like say I haven't done it. So this is proof. He's like at work and I'm like, I have proof I've done it. Here you go. Here's the evidence. So I have the evidence and I can always go back and talk about how and what it is that I'm doing, which helps. And then it kind of helps me with the progress. It's like I can look back and say, in the next 2 months, how far I've gotten back into gear. So the filming becomes part of the process because you can actually like, you know, watch yourself kind of work through the kinks. And I think that's why I do it, because you can download these lives. I don't know if anybody knows that, but you can download the lives. And for me, that is like the most important thing is I don't have to do anything else. I just go live, download, assess, reevaluate, and structure. I don't use a trainer. I was training people at one point. So this is coming from somebody who's had to go through quite a bit to get back to the reality that I will never be the same again. Okay, so now let's bring this back. Okay, so this becomes also my another format. There are different ways to use this machine. I do like it because it has different purposes, at least for me. I'm sure for other people as well. This is called I don't know what it's called. I just see at the top it says my cloud, my cloud fitness. I don't know if that's the name of the company or if it's like an app, but that's what that is. And this technically just puts it into place, and the weights hold it, which is good. Let's put one in, just a little tiny one. Dust, a little tiny bit of dust there. Let's see if that. So I have all the equipment. That's never the problem. But I do like to kind of send these over to show my husband, listen, I've done the exercise. Don't get at me and say I haven't, because I have. So it's like evidence. It's like I have proof I've done the training. Here's my proof. Okay. So now I'm using these cables. I have two different cables on there. Oh, yeah, I need to dust it just as well. I did that. Cat stuff is there. And I'm going to use this for. Sorry if my back is showing the back. I don't have any muscle tone at all right now. It just kind of went out the window. So we're getting back into it. Hold on. This doesn't feel right. Yeah. Okay. The muscle tone is where I have to. So this is just recording myself through the process. I do like doing it because it does help me like assess and evaluate. And I did that throughout all my training before. It's just scattered all over the place on different places in different places. So I can always go back and refresh. Yeah. I don't want to pull it too much because I don't want it to like flop. 6, 8. So yeah, the lives you can download. So you can always recreate the videos, right? And then talk through them. $15, $16, $18, $4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I was the type of person who was taking protein shakes until recently. They found stuff in there that technically was a problem, so I stopped. Uh, and now I'm just back to eating like normal food, which is, I think that's part of the problem is that my body got used to the protein shakes. So now I'm my body's recovering from all of that into something a little bit more natural, right? So that's where I am right now. So it's shifting. The protein shakes were good, but then the ingredients were not always 100%. So got to be careful with those things. Oh, this way. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So if you can go on the lives, I recommend using the lives, for instance, to help with your fitness routine or regimen, because you can actually download these videos and then go back and assess them. Or if you want somebody to see what you've done, you can send them over to somebody. So it really does become a useful tool for that purpose. For me, that is like the most important thing, right? You need visuals for the evidence. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go like this. Ooh, I can feel it. Feel it. It's supposed to be reps, but yeah, you can do reps in different ways. Something's wrong with my arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. Okay. Sorry, folks. Okay. So if you're at home and you're having a hard time because you have kids at home, or you have kids and you have to take them to school and you're working from home and maybe you don't have a job, the best solution is to perhaps get equipment from home, unless you have like a house and then you can go up and down the staircase. Yeah, I think having home training, even if it's not a lot, can I think can help during the day. We have a gym downstairs, but I don't use the gym because I'm constantly on the internet because I work for myself. So because I work for myself, I have to be in certain sections of the apartment to do certain projects at certain times. So I found that the solution is to have this here, and then during the summer, obviously I go for my walks, which I never film. I don't think that's a good idea. Don't film when you're walking. That's what I can say. Be responsible, right? When you go live, be responsible. Let me do this now. But use it as a goalkeeper, right? You're using these lives, and use the lives to help you kind of grow like your strength, or show people what you're doing, and maybe somebody can help you adjust something. There are lots of reasons that the lives are useful. I think, yeah. I know that back in the day, a lot of athletes would just be in front of, my husband used to do that. He'd be in front of a mirror and he would watch himself with like different reps to make sure that he was like building his body differently. Now we have iPhones and you can do things on here that you couldn't do before. That's another reason that it might be a good idea to look into if you want to have it as just reference. Doesn't need to be anything serious. Just have it as reference. And my husband's big into sports, right? He's like 50. He's like 56, but he looks good for his age. I was like, I can't. He keeps going. I'm just like, no, I've slowed down. I need to work on this. I'm younger than him, and he looks healthier than me. So hey. He is the athlete. He's like martial artist, you name it. He does it all. Swimmer. He used to run. He doesn't do it anymore. He can't. I think if he could, he probably would. Cycles. I used to cycle a lot too. Yeah, so this is just a focus board. I can always send this over to him and say, listen, what do I need to do to fix it? Just like, he probably will just say, just keep going, because I am out of shape. I'm not even gonna, it's just what it is right now. I have to accept that at 46, my body should be pristine condition, but due to my injury, it was not how it ended up for me. So I have to kind of start over again. But never stop. If you have to start over, but don't stop yourself from doing it because you're feeling upset because it's not the way you used to look. Keep going. That's my look. I had to learn how to walk again. I wasn't walking for a whole year and a half. I could not. I could not. The operation didn't allow me to walk. So I had to learn how to walk. It took me forever. So this is called I have recovered and I am walking and standing, which is a miracle in itself. I could have been in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, but I am not. Due to my fitness at the time, it actually did save my life. So yeah. Whew. Burns. That definitely burns. Okay, now we're gonna pull. Same gear. Oh gosh. This one. This is easy to do if you're like not a. These are lights, but it gets you to. There is, I'm already sweating, so yeah, it's a good thing. And as you get older, you need more weights. Something about weights as you get older. At 46, I know if I don't have weights, which I haven't used in a while, it has been quite interesting. So weights are good when you get older too. So I'm watching the progress. Hopefully next month, this time, I can say, okay, I'm like getting better. Like my body's looking better, So I can. This is why I film it, is that I can actually like kind of see it from the other side once I'm back there, and say, oh, okay, like things have changed, right? So it's just documenting. That's all it is. I'm just documenting, starting over again, right? Hopefully it works. It usually does. So yeah. So generally, if it wasn't a phone or an iPad or whatever, usually in a gym back in the 80s or 90s, people would just use the mirror to document and keep track of what they were doing. Like my husband did that. Different now. We have phones to document, which is great. Super useful. Oh, I'm feeling it. It does burn. Ugh. Oi. Singing so I don't stay like, oh my goodness. Okay. I saw somebody doing this. No, I haven't done this, but I can see why it works. I did when I was before. So hold your tummy in and then, right? So you're holding your tummy in and your buttocks and you're strengthening. Does help a little. I'm not going to do too many, but you can do reps. Better when you're breathing. Should probably do reps. But now I'm going to put this on my legs. These are weights that I have. I put this on my legs now. For lifting, I should probably get a different. Um, oops. And my core is finished. It's kaput. So I need to get back into the core. I think the core is the most important part of your training is you need to have a fit core, which I do not have at the moment. I did constantly cycling. Cycling is a great activity. It's good. I used to cycle. Instead of driving a car, I was constantly biking. I wasn't a fan of cars at one point. Ooh, this is one definitely. I would rather bike or ride a horse than to be in a car, personal opinion. I'm not, I don't, the moment I started driving a car, it was like, ugh, do I have to? Is it something that's really necessary? Can't we do things without it? You know? So I was training like, I didn't even call it training at the time. My ex was a boot camp instructor from the military. So I was like I was drill sergeant drilled. Uh, and then now it's my husband's he's not strict, but he just reminds me you have to get up and do it. So that's why this is actually great. So if you have a kitchen that has like a large space, the kitchen is a good place to have your equipment. Right? Yeah. Oh, fell off. Okay, that's not gonna work. We're gonna just leave that. Okay, we're gonna just do it without. Breathing. Something about the breathing that actually helps with the core. You can hear a lot of martial artists do a lot of breathing, and the breathing does help. So when you're seeing them do movements, like my husband does, he does a lot of breathing. The breathing has control of the core structure, right? So always breathe when you're exercising. Don't just pant. Breathe it out. And legs, yeah. Ooh, that's not good. My leg feels a little funky. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I always feel so much better in the day when I get this out of the way in the morning. I know a lot of social media is like, you have to engage and engage and engage. And I'm like, I don't know, it takes away from my exercise. So I'm like, I used to do a lot of engaging, but now I'm like, no, like my health comes first. I'm sorry. I do wish that social media wasn't like that, but it just feels like it's training us to do the wrong things. It should be training us. This should be like the regular, like we should get like fit on it. Right. That's my thing. Like health and fitness become a real big part of a sensual, healthy lifestyle. The engaging a lot is just it's great and it's great to socialize, but I'd rather be exercising. That is just I'd rather be out there training all day, all night, rather than engaging for what? For whose benefit? The platform's benefit, probably, right? Unless it's the right platform. Right. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. You can always lift it up. when you have better strength. My core is, I have to rework it. 1, 2. Oh. Two, 3, 4. Tummy in, back in. I wasn't able to do this for a long time. My ankle was, I broke my tibia and fibula, so they had to repair both bone structures on my ankle. It wasn't even the leg, it was the ankle. So if I couldn't move my tibia and fibula, I would be basically in a wheelchair forever. So this took me about a whole year and a half to actually get right. I can do that. Before I wasn't even able to get that close. So I'm sort of glad that I can do that now. Right? That's amazing. And I used to do yoga. I think my mom and my husband were the yoga people. My mom was a big runner at one point, so I don't know. So, okay. Let me do this, and then I'm going to do some stomach exercises on the floor, and then I think this will be, yeah, do some of these. Something's wrong with my arm, though. It feels like it's out of joint. 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good for your core if you do it right, okay? One more. One more repetition. Got to do these in reps, right? But you got to give yourself a few moments break. I should be drinking water. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15. Okay, yeah. My ankle's a bit wobbly. I just need to know when to stop. Okay, thank you much. Appreciate it. Have a good one, folks. Okay. Thank you. Have a great day. I hope everybody gets their day moving.